Hey, what up, Seth? Good morning. All right, cracking open cold one with the boys. Good old Frosty. Oh yeah, that's good shit right there, bruh. Just a little go-go juice. Top of the morning. What up, Gary? Let me send out invites here. Oh. All right, there we go. Looks cold as fuck me. Yeah, it's unfortunately very cold today. This morning it's only 43 degrees and kind of irking my taters a little bit. But it says it's supposed to get up to 74 today. But it'd be fucking nice if it was 74 right now. Because, damn, I'm cold. This is some bullshit. Some bullshit. Just looking over some principles here. Who we got? We got Gary. What up, Gary?
Howdy. Good morning.
Oh, yeah, it's a very, very rainy, cold, bullshit day. I wish it was 75 and sunny, but we got possible 74 and very rainy and cloudy. So I guess we'll take whatever we can get, right? What up, Scratch Go?
All right, here we go. I'm ready now.
You ready?
I'm ready. I got coffee. I got my feet up. I'm looking at you. Did you see my video I did, the day before yesterday on a big package I got from St. Jude's in Ida?
No, I hadn't. Did you buy a lot?
I got a lot.
Looks like Kellen wants to start off a race for you.
I see that. Yeah. I'd have to move the camera back a little bit then.
Right.
But we are here today to watch you work.
Like the way I work it?
No, I just like to watch people work. I don't necessarily like to work myself. Watching people is kind of cool. It's kind of like your buddies when they come over and they sit around on the picnic table drinking beer in the shade and grilling stuff while you're out breaking rocks or splitting wood or something.
I feel like you have that experience.
I have. Yes, I have. On both sides.
Yeah.
What are we thinking about pouring today? Are you gonna do multiple or just one?
I'm gonna do multiples. Gonna get some new prototypes going.
Ooh, what are we talking about?
The other version of my Double Dragon. I'm gonna do the one with the sun and the crescent moon hold out.
I call that the figure 8 dragon. Okay.
Yeah. Sterner, what's up, Sterner? Good morning.
Hey, Sterno. Hey, Scratch.
But yeah, instead of it not having the cutouts, it's hold in. Just like how the sun and moon designs are usually.
Yeah.
I haven't made this prototype yet, so just little tiny baby one. Make that. And I also haven't made a floor with the cutout on the small one either.
I don't know if I like the cutouts, but
Yeah, it's
have to see how that one turns out.
acquired taste for sure. A lot of people like it with the no hole in it. It's just a I don't know. I guess something different than you don't see every day, Just like Omen Precious Metals Moon Temple. Not a lot of people have, designed a hole through their pores,
Mm-hmm.
Got to break away from the normal.
Turn the heat on in there.
What's that?
Turn the heat on in there.
Yeah. My heat's on, but not the propane. The propane's expensive, and I'm on my last tank, so I don't know how much is left actually in there. So we'll find out.
You're telling us we might have a little porous interruptus today?
Maybe. Ginger, your hand's not a brush. Safety first, fool.
Yeah, that's right, Kellen. That's the way you get slivers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also how you make your hands tough.
Yeah, gotta get them calluses. Yeah, my wrist has been hurting a lot. Either it's from all this working or it's how I sleep. I basically fucking sleep on my hands.
Well, a lot of times what you'll do is you'll curl up your fingers kind of like into a fist and then cock your wrist. And that's why I have to wear this brace.
Yeah.
When I sleep. So
right now, all this ginger has for melting is this. So I gotta sell shit more shit and try to get more silver.
Uh-huh.
Pretty low. Got a bunch of these, but these aren't mine. Gotta clean these off and try to remelt them at some point. I was thinking about just buying it from him because he was trying to sell them. I just didn't have that much money. And yeah. But he decided to want to just keep them and have me make more 12 ounces for him. But my flask from Omen is kind of extra crispy right now, and haven't really had the time to work another 12-ounce mold lately. So we'll see how things go. Might start prepping one at the end.
Oh, I might got more too.
He sent the last one that I made and the 30 ounce. He decided to have me send it to get colorized by Coindy. iCoindy.
That's how I roll, fuckers.
Oh, shit. Guys at a new job were messing with me. Week and a half, and camera and truck hasn't dinged for me anything. I replied, that's how I roll. All right. I think I'll try to move this down a little bit here. Get a little closer. All right. See how this works.
Yeah, Kellen. It also has GPS in there, so it knows where you're at if you deviate from your route, and blah 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 blah. Fucking. They can tell. They can tell when you're stopped, how long you're stopped. Just all kinds of information. Too much data.
Where you're sleeping.
Well, yeah, I mean, they can tell when you're stopped, how long you're stopped. So if you're taking a nap, they'll be able to tell. It's just too much data, man. Too much data.
Just like Santa. They know when you're awake. They know if you're bad or good.
Well, that's too much control, and in my opinion, that's starting to become a totalitarian kind of a society. So you can talk about that on my channel, but
I mean, if I ever pay Kellen, I want to know if he's, working his money, on the corners. I want to know which corner he's at. If he's at the high paying corner, low paying corner,
you want to make sure it's a high dollar corner.
Right. I don't want him in no slums corner, What up, Bellows Forge? SGT, I just ordered the washing and curing station for the resin prints. So we going legit, Ginger. Nice. Yeah, I still have my resin printer just sitting there. I haven't taken the leap to buy the resin and the screen to replace, so I don't know. My focus isn't really on printing molds since I already got a crap ton of molds printed, so I'm kind of focusing on pouring my shit now. I already spent so much money getting here.
Now you got to spend a little bit more money to go further.
Yeah.
A little bit more money to go further.
Just a little bit.
Hey, fellow Forge, how you doing, buddy? Sorcerer Stan is in the house.
What up, Sorcerer? Stan the man. You're a wizard, Stan. trying to get in groove. Groovy, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, just like pushing it down with my thumb. Shit's killing me.
Use your other thumb. Yeah, go to the wherever you get your drugs. I think you can get one maybe at Dollar General, but get a wrist brace that slips over your hand and wrist, over your thumb, and so it'll hold your hand nice and straight when you're sleeping at night.
Yeah.
And you won't do that curl up thing. Yeah, start doing that early. That'll help your wrist a lot, man. Don't wait. Hi, Dave Richardson is here. How you doing, buddy?
Are you Dave from State Farm? What's your name, Dave from State? Or what are you wearing, Dave from State Farm? Khakis.
Oh, man.
Well, she sounds hideous. Well, she's a guy, so. Who else out there has State Farm and is very knowledgeable because they have State Farm? State Farm's 100% the best, in my opinion. My experience, at least. A lot of people say that they've raked up their, stuff, but they haven't really. Hell, I added a whole house insurance, and they didn't even raise my whole bill every month. It's still like $1,300 or $300 something a month for all the insurance I have. I have 2 cars, house.
I don't know. I have found Progressive to be better, but
Stan says, Kellen, don't run, drive.
man, you're lucky to have an LCS only a block away.
Oh shit, that'd be nice. I have a pawn shop a block away, but you know how pawn shops are in Silver.
Well, out where I live, we don't measure blocks in blocks. We measure them in square miles.
Right. I think he said that he buys at spot and then he sells for $5 above spot. So he sells for $5 more than he buys, which isn't too bad, but he also doesn't have a very good variety of good stuff. So my LCS is in Davenport, and that's about 45-minute drive. So it's kind of hard to get down there if I need to.
Yeah, I got an hour drive too, so. I have one that's about an hour and 20 minutes away down where my daughter lives, but that LCS only takes cash, strictly cash.
Yeah, mine too.
No, I won't do that. Thieves know that LCS only takes cash, and they will wait because they know when you're coming in, you're carrying cash. And then I have another coin dealer that's about 45 minutes away, but he's a very old gentleman in his 80s, and he's a thief, so I won't go to him ever again. And other LCSs don't have a very favorable opinion of him. And then the one that I go to is actually an hour away up in Minnesota. And those guys are kind of cool.
Yeah, I got a guy that I buy all my melters and shit from in Texas. I used to buy silver shot from Monument Metals, since they're the cheapest I could ever find on the online bullion dealers. But ever since I found a guy in Texas, it's been pretty cheap.
Yeah, I think you just have to shop around online to find the best deal.
Right.
That's all. You know what, Kellen? I don't go to gun shops to buy gold and silver. I go to gun shops to buy guns and ammo. So I can't. If that's a good idea or not, I'm not real sure. But
That's an interesting concept, for sure.
matter of fact, I got to go over and see my local gun dealer here one of these days, just to see if there's anything new I absolutely can't live without. I look at guns as an investment also, just like silver and gold. It it seems to me that guns will go up maybe 8 to 10% every year in value. So why not? You know, Kellen, if you're going to buy collector guns, you might as well buy guns that are inlaid with gold and silver. They are very pretty. They are very collectible. I just never found much use for them. But now that I collect, why not?
Put them in a display box, make them all look all pretty and shit.
Yeah, well,
It's just like buying a fucking, nice Ferrari, $1 million Ferrari, being a fucking sparkly, nice looking gun. You ain't gonna want to get it dirty.
yeah, collecting cars go up in value too. So,
Yeah.
or any good artwork.
Oh, yeah.
You can even invest in bourbons and whiskeys if you want.
I'm sure you can definitely talk with Kellen or Kiyu on that one.
He's pretty knowledgeable on his bourbons, but I'm not really sure about investing in casks or barrels. But I don't know, maybe. Never talked to him about that.
I saw a video. I think it was a pawn shop, a Pawn Stars video, and this guy comes in with one of the first editions, like very, very well known first edition bottle of wine. And this motherfucker did not store it the way you're supposed to store it. And the wine inside was bad. But the only way he could sell it is due to the bottle itself being very collectible. But if he would have stored it correctly at an angle upside down, that bottle would have been fucking thousands of dollars worth.
Yeah, that's why wines are stored on their sides, so it keeps the cork wet.
Yeah. There's one company, I think she's fairly new, but she stores her wine in the ocean, at the bottom of the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that do?
And it's just the pressure and the darkness. Makes
Okay.
it better,
Pressure,
I guess. A better storage area. Super cold, under pressure. All the goods.
With the pressure in the salt water, don't you think though that you would get that leaching through the cork into the liquor? I don't know. Maybe not.
You might seal them, seal the cork itself, or I don't know, but seems to be working out for her. Like she stores it for months and years and whatever, and it's super expensive stuff. So I mean, works. It works.
Well, you have to stand out from the crowd. You have to have a gimmick. So,
Look at me. I'm standing out. I mean, it might help that my skin is very white and shiny, but you know, my pores are nice too.
I don't think you're the whitest person I've ever seen.
Oh no, I'm not definitely not the whitest, but
And Kellen says he likes his Mausers. I like my Mausers too. Mauser actions are classic firearms actions. You got 3 and 8 millimeter all Germans, or you have 8 millimeter like 708. What do you have in? You got 3 and 8 millimeter, so they all got to be German or Japanese. Who all had 8 millimeter in World War II? German, Japanese. Let's see. Swedes had 7 millimeter weights.
hey, T-Bird, what up, T-Bird?
Hey, T-Bird.
You're up pretty early, dude. You usually stay up pretty late.
I think he was up late last night.
Yeah. I was in Elsa's live stream, like 2 days ago, I think it was, and they were talking about copper pores and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, my those copper coins don't have anything on my copper pores, and he's like, oh yeah, fucking great pores on ginger snaps, and he also said they grabbed some T-Bird copper pores too. They're living on your pores there, T-Bird. When are you gonna be making some pores with bird is the word on it?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Should oh, you know what? I know what you should do, T-Bird. All right, get this. All right, so you get a pour made with T-Bird is the word, right? And then you have a QR code that when they scan it, it starts playing the song, the bird is the word song. I think that'd be funny as hell.
Or partner with that wine company, and they have the QR code takes you to a free pint or something if you bought a pour also.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some marketing gimmicks you could do. Yeah.
I know Scorpion Metals can laser engrave anything on there for you. Been thinking on how to connect it all. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Messed that up a little bit. Okay, let's do this again here. So it did not connect to this part here.
Oh man.
So I need to brush up on it here. Might have to just dig it out and fill it up and try to get the sand to stick here. All right. So what we're gonna do a little piece there, a little piece there. Try to connect this shit like glue.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Beat it like it owes you money. No, I shouldn't say that. I owe you money all the time.
Dude, that package is fucking massive.
Yeah, I forgot how much stuff I had there.
All right. If this doesn't work, plan B. I'll have to commence.
Plan B, oil it.
All right. Yeah. Right.
I got a hydraulic press you could use.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I even looked some stuff up, but I feel like I would be scared to break the mold.
Well, yeah, you have to look and see how much pressure you put on there. But you put a thick flat piece of steel on the sand, and then put it under the hydraulic press. And if you got one that you press down by hand with a pressure gauge on, you can tell how much pressure you're putting on. I don't know.
Right.
Might work.
All right. Let's see if it worked. Nope. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? Yeah, I think these are going to be limited to only 10, since I think they're just going to be a nuisance because of that inner circle, inner opening. So I don't want to spend too much time on a design. It's going to take me a lot more effort to make. Kind of like my first designs. My Dragon Sickness Lies Beneath Bars. Those, talk about a fucking nuisance to make. Ooh, damn. Every single sandcast of those was just fighting it tooth and nail, trying to have it where it would not stick on those letters. The letters were the worst part of it. And I know now, if I were to do something like that again, I would know how to go about it. But it still would be a nuisance for sure. All right, pick this sucker clean here. Try to get in there. Oh, I did buy a sandblaster. It was on sale on Vivor for like 116 bucks and then 125 after shipping. That was the cheapest I ever found online. So, hey, Silver Paws, what up, dog? Yeah, Silver Paws, that mold of yours almost broke. I would have had to put some more UV curing resin on it if I were to make more of them. That last one that I made for you, one of the drooling pieces on the mouth started to break. I cured it with resin, but after I made that last pour, it broke again. So if you ever need any, just let me know and I'll have to fix the mold that's just sitting over there.
JB welded.
Yeah, I first used some Gorilla Glue, but I kind of, anytime I would try to like fix the glue itself, it didn't really glue on the inside of the crack. It kind of glued the outside. So if I tried to router the glue away, it would expose the cracked area that wasn't glued anymore.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this going here. Let's. All right, I think that's nicely coated right there. Let me get another brick cheese here. You know what? Instead of messing with this too much, I don't think it's gonna stick back to the what I have right here. So I'm just gonna redo this and say fuck it. That way I make sure I'm doing it correctly. That way it all can be poured in there at once. Become one with the mold. There we go. There we go. Yeah, man, that cold weather really makes my sand stick. Like it becomes like a fucking block of ice if it gets too cold. That's why I always kept my sand inside. All right, so what up, Ginger? I need some more wolves poured if you have time. Oh, okay. I would like another 5. When if you have time, we can always do away with that Drew, can't we? Oh, that drool. Question, if you have a 3D printer, you should be able to make molds, correct? Because I've been looking into getting one. I do have a 3D printer. It just needs a lot of work. I need resin for it, and I need a new screen for it. Everything's about $47, so I've been just lacking on it. It hasn't been my top priority since I got all of these freaking molds. So I've been just delaying buying the resin and stuff. I do need a wash station for it too, so I'm not sure. I think those are like $100, 120-ish. So I don't know. It's a lot to process, a lot to go at. So I will keep you updated on the wolves. You need 5 more of them. So this is the mold I use. It's all charred to bits and shits from all that work. So I got Omen Precious Metals making another one. He's gonna give me a little discount on it. So it's pretty charred up, and that paint, ooh, that paint stinks. When that paint gets burnt, oof. God damn. It's the grill paint. So if you're trying to repaint one of your grills, that's the high temperature paint that he uses. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. I've been focusing on a lot of my new molds lately, so just trying to make more money. Only got like, I don't know, what was that, like 20 ounces left, maybe? Possibly like 15. So once I sell my next rounds of prototype molds, I'll be trying to make an order of silver. Try to get that shit in a groove. Trying to get groovy over here, pause. Groovy, baby. Yeah. Hey, at least that gives me a bigger reason to use up my copper. Because I got a fuck ton of copper.
As long as you got the room to store it, it's always worth money.
Yeah, at least the wolf, pause wolf, wasn't too hard to do. It came out of the sand pretty well. It was just those drooling pieces that were the most vulnerable. I think it was because they weren't flat with the piece. So the fact that they weren't flat, when I put sand on them, it put more pressure on them, and it made them snap easier. I think that was the only main reason why they were breaking. I tried leveling it out with some curing resin. I could only do so much for the last couple of molds. All right, let's hope this shit works this time. I was hoping it wasn't going to fight me like this, but I kind of had a feeling that it would. So I wanted to do it first while I don't have the propane going. Don't want to waste propane while I'm fighting the damn mold. Those the first design that I did, the Dragon Sickness bars, man, those were a big learning lesson, and I learned right away that I can't start up the propane right away and expect this mold to come out perfect. I would think I would go in here, go at this mold, and then all of a sudden I would find myself out there for damn near fucking 2 hours trying to fix one mold because the shit would not cooperate. So that was definitely a stressful first design I ever did. That's for sure. But like I said, learning curve, big lessons I learned for sure. All right, here we go. Ah, son of a. Maybe.
Oh, too bad.
Maybe I'm going at this wrong way. Why did it do that? It moved. See that? It has some doubling on there up top. I don't know why it did that. All right. Let me go at this a different way. All right. This is something I did with the other mold too. Had so much fucking trouble with it. Alright, so doesn't like to. It loves sticking on that opening. So
Mm.
there's some little undercut area there too.
Yeah, so point it out to us. What would you say?
Alright, let me see here. Might have to delay this mold for now. Due to complications. I have to work on the mold more. Because it's got a lot of stuff.
Mm.
All right, who's in chat? We got any newbies in here? We got
No
6
newbies,
watching.
but T-Bird wants to know if you use cornstarch as opposed to baby's powder and which one works better.
Oh, I don't use baby powder. That is just the bottle that I have been using from when I did use baby powder. But I use industrial parting powder. It's better than all of them combined.
Industrial parting powder. Mm.
Yep. Let me get I gotta refill it too. It is MWMPP parting powder. So it's the good stuff, expensive stuff, good stuff. That's what they use on the big, massive castings that they do a lot of times. So, that's what Omen Precious Metals uses and Angry Warrior uses. So yeah, but yeah, it's just the mold itself is giving me a lot of shit. Just angles that aren't perfectly straight up and down. Basically what they call undercut. If something isn't perfectly straight and you try to pull it from the sand, it's gonna pull with it. So I gotta work on it. At least it marks the mold with the sand so I can see where it's pulling. And I can just use the router machine and router tool and router it. Oh, I was close to it, but I'll have to postpone that mold for now and go to the next one. I'm gonna spend the whole stream on just one mold, you know. That's no fun. So I'm gonna go to another design here. Yeah, there was a couple days in my early pouring days where I would spend so much time on that first design, and like 3 hours later, I come in, wife. How'd it go? Did you get a lot of things done? And I'm like, no. I only got one pour done. So yeah, that was definitely not fun. Not fun at all. Let's just do a small one. Something quick that I know will be quick. Let's just do a channel logo. First baby channel logo that I have. Let me sand this down real quick. It's got some stuff on it. Looks a little better. But yeah, you can look it up. It's not too expensive. It's about, I think it was like $15 for one of those cans, and those cans last a fucking long time. Just saying, man, that shit will last you forever. I've been pouring these molds every week for like, I don't know, Gary, how long have you been up with me? I don't know, fucking almost a year. And that one can has lasted me, it's probably like at the bottom, I need to refill. But it lasts me fucking forever. It's crazy. I still got a little bit left. Just a little dab. Dab will do ya. Yabba dabba do. You know what? I can actually. Yeah, let's do. Let's pour a channel round and channel logo.
Sure, why not?
Set up like that. Because these are pretty small, so fuck it. YOLO. You know, some people have been very surprised when they see what I do for work, because I guess my voice kind of throws them off a little bit. Some people thought that I was in the medical field. Some people thought I was, I don't know, just something other than industrial, you know, something other than a big boy job. They're like, holy shit, I never expected that from, you know, how you sound, and, you know, sounds kind of feminine and this and that. You don't sound like a big hillbilly, you know, blue collar, you know, deep voice mother trucker, you know. So they get really surprised when they see what I do. All right. All right. Rolled my fingers right off of that bitch. Oh shit. Yeah, I've been trying to see if my wife would be up for it, but it'd be a long, you know, situation in the making. But she herself does not want to work. She wants to be a stay-at-home wife or whatever, you know, just she hates working for somebody. You know, she wants to do her own thing, and you know, feel like she fucking doesn't want to work for somebody else. You know, go to a day-to-day job, do that shit. So,
Well,
I've been working with the theory or the possibility of being a nomad and driving to all across the United States and just living wherever we want. You know, take up roots for, you know, a couple of years, find somewhere with Wi-Fi, do some jobs, pour some silver, make money that way, and then whenever we're ready, move somewhere else, go up in the mountains, just wherever, you know, and do it that way. Just a bunch of freedom, and I can go wherever we want, you know. Pay off all of our debt, which we're in the process of. Got the last payment soon on our Ford. The only thing that's like preventing that kind of process is the ability to store everything, like my pouring station, my mold, just taking things just a little bit here and there to make money with us. Like a trailer of some kind. And the fact that we make so much money here, it's like, why would we give up such a big, career job? But also that's, money isn't everything, and we would like to at least have that type of freedom, go wherever we want, make a little money on the side to survive. This and that, just, this is a possibility for sure. Just want to make sure if we do end up doing it, we want to do it the right way, like a lot of other people have done.
Well, I would say if you're going to do that while you're young. Because when you get older, you're going to want to be more settled.
Right. Have to figure out when that happens what we're going to do. We're going to figure out where we want to stay for that age of life.
And you got to look at what your physical abilities are going to be as you progress. When you get older, are you going to be in a wheelchair? Do you need a ramp? Can you climb stairs? Blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot to think about there.
Right.
See you, G-Bird. Have a good day, buddy. Hey, SGT says he wants to be ginger rich.
I want to be ginger rich.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He thinks I'm rich for some reason. I don't know why you would think I was rich there, SGT. That's crazy. Crazy talk. We make good money, but not that much. We actually barely have any money right now. I'm trying to save up.
Hey, SGT, I was going to ask you at one time, because of where you live, there was a police officer in that town, and he might be too old for you to remember. He was also a former Marine. He lives in Las Vegas now, but he used to ride BMW motorcycles, and he was a skydiver. He was also a policeman from that town. But that would have been in the 90s. So I'm not sure that you would know him.
Nah. Probably was most likely we lived a lad born in 92.
Holy crap. Yeah, I got to remember what age group of people I'm talking to most of the time.
Who am I talking to? And you gotta remember the young fucker. Yeah, I think it SCT is saying that because I told him how much me and my wife make. Honestly, to me, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot more than most people make around here. So it is a lot of money compared to others around this place.
Take all your extra money and pay off your debt.
Family is all we need. We ain't taking none of these riches with us. Wait, SCT, what do you mean? How do you know that? We could be like the Egyptian days. You gotta be wealthy to buy your way into heaven, or whatever it's called. Everybody, I could be going up to the gates and be like, oh, already, all I have is a 1 ounce silver round. They're like, well, I ain't gonna cut it, motherfucker. You gotta have at least 2.
You know, you realize that all of those riches that were left in the Egyptian tombs were only there to help that person get to the traveling portion, get to the next life.
Yeah. Guess we'll know when we get there.
Oh, you'll know for sure. Yeah, you'll know.
SVT says, I was born in 86, born and raised in Chicago, never really crossed into the burbs until my 20. The burbs.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't know him then. He was retired before, way before then.
The burbs.
They probably wouldn't even know who he is at the police department where he served. So
yeah, might have a picture, a memorial.
I'll give him a shout out though. His name is Dave Torres. He lives in Las Vegas, Nevada now. Drove a BMW motorcycle his whole life and still does, and was a skydiver also.
Nice.
And a former Marine. Hey, Gachita is here.
Oh shit! What up, Gachita? One has to put love before money. Money is evil. Hey, if money is evil, you can send it. Send all the evil to me. I love evil stuff.
Oh, I got a dragon for you, Jinder.
I probably already have it.
Gonna have to see if you want it, but
I got some new additions that I haven't made videos on. I need to make some new edition videos. Show off my whole dragon collection. See, money isn't evil. It's the evil people that think they can make themselves evil with the money. They do evil deeds with it. So money itself is great. The people that use it for good or bad, that's a no-no.
Yep. It's all about what people do with it.
You know, a lot of people think that if you don't practice religion, or if you don't, completely, give yourself to your beliefs or whatever, you're automatically a bad person. And they try to be like, oh, you're going to burn in hell and blah, 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 because you are ultimately a sinner. I'm like, okay, well, that's, you ever heard of the Holy Wars, ma'am? Because, pretty sure I'm not very, read savvy on history of, holy wars, but I'm pretty sure they were fought because the other side didn't really believe in your religion, and they thought they were evil for having that type of religion. And then, not a historian or anything, but I feel like anyone who judges someone by the way they practice or don't practice religion kind of resorts in everything bad. Oh, I do this in God's name. Oh, okay. Well, does he want you to? Does he? How do you know that's what he wants? Then if you're like, oh, he told me. Oh, well, now you're hearing voices in your head. Oh, okay. Now you're crazy as fuck. Good luck with that. Could you imagine? Oh man, could you imagine if God was like actually like answering someone, and his voice was in their head, and they start doing crazy shit, and they told someone, oh, God spoke to me, he was in my head, and they're like, oh well, well, you're crazy, hearing voices in your head. And then God realizes, oh, whoops, wasn't supposed to do that. Sorry. now you're being seen as a crazy person. Sorry. Whoopsies. My bad.
We have long discussions about this kind of stuff on my channel. Really, we do.
Gatita, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in a so-called entity. Never been physically able to see or touch. Yeah, that's there's a lot of shit. Ginger, I thought the baby dragon design from Mora printing it right now. Oh, you bought the baby dragon? Nice, dude. Yeah, I was tempted, but I don't know. It's too cute. I need something mean, something badass, SGT, I think you're talking to the wrong Christians, Ginger. You would be surprised how alike our thoughts really are. We are all sinners and fall short from the glory of God. Well, that's I don't know, there's take a sip of my caffeine here. I don't know, just think of it like people say the glory of God, but honestly, if you think about it, he created he created free will, right? So what if the glory, so you say, or so others say, glory of God isn't really following in what a book says, is following your heart and doing whatever the fuck you want in life, living free, doing whatever you want. That's why free will is there. He put it there. If that is what he did, glory of God, so they say, shouldn't really be following his example, but the example he led all of us to do. Free will. My brother became a Mormon, and then now, every now and then, they're like, "Oh, you should go to church with us. You should do this. Oh, well, you guys are gonna have to work if you don't, donate your time and energy to people in need. You're gonna have to work through afterlife or whatever." But it's like, if you really try to push that upon people and be like, "Oh, you're going to hell if you don't follow my religion, nobody else's," it's like, I don't know. It's an interesting subject for sure. It's like, what is this so-called glory of God? Like,
I suppose you have to go right to the fundamental question: is there a God or isn't there an ultimate creator?
right, and that's also, freedom to think whatever you want, and like, free will was created to think on your own, do your own thing, and you shouldn't be judged by that, But the only way you can be judged is if you do bad things with that free will that you've been given to do bad things, then bad things will happen to you. It's just, how it is. But to be like, "Oh, everything bad's going to happen to you if you don't, think the way I think, say the way I say," do what this book tells you, because I do what the book tells me. It's just, I don't know. My parents never forced anything upon us. They were never religious. So we weren't taught in that way. Just to be good, treat others the way you want to be treated, the whole 9 yards. And, karma's a bitch. And
You were taught the difference between right and wrong, no?
Right. Yeah, because I had a lot of fucking bullies when I was younger, But it started to be funny because I would laugh with them at their jokes, you know, shitty jokes towards me, this and that, and kill with kindness, if you will. So yeah, I don't know. I just certain things that I go for.
No, I'm of the belief that it was always said you don't discuss politics and religion in polite company. Well, that's what the country was founded on, and I think more people need to actually discuss religion and politics, and be able to have an open mind, and when presented with information that challenges their opinion, and that information can be backed up with fact, that person that you're talking to has the ability to change their opinion based upon those facts. But
Right.
if you don't have the ability to change your opinion based upon fact, then you're a zealot. That's all.
Right.
And that's my opinion. Is there a supreme creator? Yes, there is. How do I know that? How do I know that for sure? Because the universe is mathematically perfect, and it can be proven with math. What are the odds of that happening by chance? Something to think about.
Right.
But yeah, I think politics, and the reason our political system has gotten into the trouble that it's in right now is because for the last 50 or 60 years, no one has been involved in politics. No one wants to talk about it. And I think you should. That should be a daily topic.
Yeah, but a lot of times people just like it's the people that think that you're crazy for thinking that way, and then it makes you not want to just it makes you want to just keep to yourself and be like, oh, I don't want to get one of those people just arguing with me. And
I'm just the opposite.
I think the same way, or a certain way. It's basically just the same thing as religion. Like, okay, so you think Trump isn't the devil, and everybody's like crazy for thinking that way, and now you got people being like, oh, well, you guys are crazy for thinking and that way, and you're like, oh, you're evil now yourselves because you're believing in the orange guy, and it's just a whole bunch of fucking hoagie, if you will.
No, all that does is make me go the other way. I want to talk about it more.
Right.
I want to talk about it to the people who disagree with me.
Right. And a lot of people just like, sometimes it's in the fact of like they talk about it too much and they just get exhausted because people respond to them such a negative way that they're just like, fuck it, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I'm done because I feel like I'm coming up with deaf ears and nobody's listening. Everyone's just like saying
just keep talking
and this and that. So it comes down to where they're like, fuck it, I'm done. I no matter what I do,
just keep talking.
Right. And I saw a post on Facebook earlier today talking about something about Elon and him losing something or some kind of vote or whatever, and they're like, "Oh yeah, suck it, Elon." I'm like, "Okay, sir, you are a guy from that I remember from high school, but I didn't think you were that kind of person." And then there was a couple other people that also responded that I knew from high school. I'm like, "Oh well, didn't know they were crazy like that too." All right, interesting. But I didn't really respond because I don't like drama. I don't like taking a fuss because there's nobody else in the comment section be like, "Oh, well, you're dumb, thinking that Elon's a bad man and blah 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 and this that," because all I'm gonna get back is just hate. So it's like, why should I try to plead my case with?
We discussed this on my channel yesterday for a couple hours. I think Elon himself is the Rockefeller DuPont of today. He is so forward thinking. He's got everybody in his back. And that's how you become a billionaire.
Right.
See you, Bellows. Take it easy, man. Have a good day.
All right, Bellows Forge, you have a great one, man. Appreciate you coming in. I might have messed up the mold a little bit here, but see if I can't fix it.
Ooh. You think that's going to do it?
I don't think it messed with it too much. If anything, I'll have to sand it down on the back.
Yes, I did, Gachita. I sent you an email and let you know which live I did, showcasing those $2 and $1 bills that I have. You might be interested in them because you said something about $2 bills at one time. And well, I got some. I don't really collect them, but I have them. And if you collect them, then hey, might have something for you.
All right. I'm actually gonna, now that I made at least one mold, I'm gonna get that furnace started up. So I've been getting some kind of gunk on the bottom of my, or with the flow of my pores. I think, SGT, are you still here? I was talking with him and Herman one night and showed him. I don't know what it was doing. I don't know what it was. But what I'm thinking it was flux that's stuck at the bottom of the crucible itself. Because the crucible that I started using, and it started making that texture or the stream, it's got some flux caked at the bottom. You see that right there? I think it's residue from the flux that's making the silver separate from all the other silver. So I'm going to use this other flask. It has some flux in it, but it's not as bad, I don't think. So look how much this fucker's cracking too. It's crazy.
Yeah, they don't last that long.
No.
You wouldn't either under that much heat.
Right? I never use flux in my crucibles. Yeah, me neither. I just like tested it out because someone said that it was nice to like coat the bottom because these crucibles crack and it'll coat those cracks so the silver doesn't go into them. Because all of my crucibles constantly have silver in the cracks. So once I'm done using a crucible, I eventually have to grind it up, break down and hammer down the crucibles, and try to get all the silver out. So
yeah. See you, Gatita. Later.
It's going to be a hassle to do that. So I was testing it out, trying to get that flux into those cracks. That way, I don't have all of my fucking silver going into all of those cracks. All right, let's get this fucker on the road here. Right. Yeah, those graphite electric crystals, they don't really crack anymore, disintegrate. So compared to these crack.
GT, what do you have for a smelter then? Is yours electric? Or what kind of gas do you use? Natural gas?
He just does electric.
Electric, okay. Yeah, that would be a cleaner heat, I imagine. But does that stop what Ginger says happens with his crucibles where he gets silver in the cracks? Did that happen with the electric heat also?
No. Those crucibles, that are used for the electric are more of a standy type of graphite, and it disintegrates instead of cracks. So instead of cracking it, it'll just chip away like sand.
Okay.
And
So you constantly got to clean them out though, so you don't get that mixed in with your silver or whatever.
right.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I would almost think though that for large pours, 10 ounces and above, if I had the choice between heaters, I would almost go with gas first. It'd be more economical, I would think. But I don't know.
Yeah, I started liking propane just because it's faster. I'm not waiting 45 minutes to melt silver, and even longer for copper.
Just kind of wonder what the electric bill looks like as compared to the propane cost.
I didn't really see a difference. Heating up my garage was, in general, the most costly thing compared to a electric furnace for heating up silver. All right, let's get this fucker lit. Let's get lit up in here. Oxyacetylene set, nice. All right.
Hmm. Yeah, SGT. I can see using MAP gas on real small pours. But as far as oxyacetylene stuff goes, I have an oxyacetylene big bottles out in my shed for cutting and welding. Just wondering if you can put a different set of a different set of leads on, and then hook it to your stove. If you could then, if you would be able to take that off, put your cutting torch on, or put your welding tips on. If you'd use it for all three, then that would make it multifunctional, be more useful.
Working on a prototype that I got working on.
Because right now on my active settling torch, I could take and put the cutting edge on, or the cutting torch on, or I can take that off. I can put my welding tips on, different welding tips. I have never thought about connecting that to a furnace to heat something, but I imagine it could be done. Makes sense. Let's see why not. I'm sure somebody makes it. Just have to do a little research. Hmm. Now you got me thinking.
All right. Yeah, I forgot to sand this fucker down. The mold was a little wonky, so when I tried the prototype without it looking all misshapen and shit.
Yeah, you could use a torch on a whip dish. Sure, why not? That's small enough. I often use the cutting torch just to heat stuff up, without hitting the extra oxygen to cut. I use that to heat up stuff a lot. So yeah, that would work. Don't see why not. I'm just heating up metal to bend it though, generally. I actually have two sets of hoses for my oxyacetylene torch set. Normally I keep the one on with the cutting torch, but I have another set that has the end on just for welding tips. And I have a wire welder, and I have an arc welder, also a stick welder. So I really don't use a torch much to weld with, but you could. That'd be something I'd have to experiment with, GP. I'd have to see how long it would take and how big of a flame you could make, actually. I guess that all depends on the tip when it comes out. Because the holes in cutting tips aren't that big. So you'd have to go to a welding tip. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, 210.
Let me get that crucible in there. What up, 210 stacks?
Mhm.
All right.
Put some muscle in it. See, SET, you got me thinking now. Have a good one, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like it's getting a little hot in here. I don't know why. All of a sudden, it's just like, woo! Weird, right? I have to take off my jacket here.
You're right, 210. He has been pouring some nice big pieces. I got one of the copper pieces. I'm not sure I have the money for one of the big silver pieces, but I don't know. I think I'm up to maybe a 5 ounce piece, but I know I don't have a 10 ounce silver piece of his. Let's put it this way, I don't have the money yet. We'll see when my box gets here. Ginger just sent me a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what I have in there, so we'll see when the box gets here. I'll do an opening on my channel, but that should be an interesting opening there. Up until now, the biggest copper piece I had was 5 ounces, I think, a couple 5 ounces. I don't think I have a 10 ouncer yet until Ginger's package gets here. I did buy a big one from Kraken. That one's not here yet, but that one won't be for a while. So I don't count that one yet. I don't know, maybe that one is silver. That one might be silver. Yeah, I think that is a 10 ounce piece, but that one's not here. So until that one gets here, I don't own that one yet. I have to look at my pours. Do I have any? I mean, I got 10 ounce bars, but those aren't what I call pours. Those are just mint bars. So, oh, you did? Okay, very good. Thank you, Gatita. I'll take a look when I'm done with this. I got Durbin's auction too this afternoon. So, did I place my order on Amazon? I don't know if I did. Yes, I did. Order placed. Thank you. Good. I had to get a standalone uh, hard drive. I got too many photos, and I'm taking up too much space on my computer and on my phone. Let's see. Do I want to log out? Let's sign out. Don't want to log out. Yeah, let's log out. Okay.
Down. Uh,
Oh shit! Auction Palooza is live.
appreciate it.
Hmm.
SCT had to go. Name sauce. Alright, let's get this fucker going here. It's so loud. Ah.
Get it, get it. Oh, I got that notification on.
Oh, shit. That scared me a little bit.
Burning your clamp.
Huh?
You're burning your clamp.
That scared me. It's boiling. I think it's fucking what's that shit? The flux. I think it's the fucking flux that got fucking all bent out of shape.
Could be.
Alright, let's do the other one. I think we might need more silver than that. Let me put in another thing. All right. Okay, I didn't even realize it was not angled at it. All right, so it spit out at me. It was it popped in the mouth. So.
Yeah. Oh shit. Woohoo. Now you got to gather up all those little silver beads that you spilled.
Gonna have to clean up a lot here.
There you go. You got stuff all over the place. Underneath that clamp too. Down on the other board. Look at all those big ones down there. I got 3, 4 of them down there. There's stuff everywhere.
All right, there's too much.
Funny. Yeah, I'll bet, 3D. Do they make silver shot the same way they used to make lead shot with a tower and all that?
Gonna have to pause the silver pouring after this last pour and clean everything up. Because I actually got some silver in my my stand. I'm gonna have to after this last pour, I'm gonna have to clean it up and try to get that silver out of my sand here. Yo, what up, 3D Woodworks and Marsh?
All right, Gatita, I will. You're welcome very much. Have a good day. We will see you later.
Get your head a little bit next down here. Silver went everywhere.
Ooh, there's all kinds of silver in there, huh? Yep, all kinds of silver in there. I'll bet you got some in the back there too. Yeah.
All right. I wish I had a silver magnet at the times like this. Right? Yeah, man, those are even more rare than magnets. Let me know if you find one.
What's it look like? What did it look like? Secret. Oh, nothing's a secret anymore. Not with Google. Not with the internet.
All right. I hate to stop it here, but I need to clean up all this shit before I make any more.
Hot, 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 hot. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go out and get more coffee here pretty quick. Which, while he's muted, I might do that.
Yeah, I think this crucible's done too, for sure.
Are you just pouring the extra into a mold right now? Is that it? Or did you actually make something over there?
All right. Oh, probably will start up again later on. Try to get some more pours going. All right. Definitely gonna shut that heater off. Whew. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna start on a brand new crucible. See how that goes. Hope I don't still have that gunky stuff going. It's not too bad on this one. It didn't separate any silver and create a flow path, which is good. So, but it still has some discoloration where the silver was flowing. So. Oh, we got 4 people out there lurking. Oof. All right. Do. Brush. All right. Didn't come out too bad. A little gritty. There's that one. Oh, it's pausing. It's freezing up on me. Still freezing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the corners on the mold, at least one of them was like this. So I just kind of made each corner like that. Some pieces on the edge of the inner edge was kind of not perfectly straight, I guess. I don't know, but kind of popped up with it. All right, let's get this. Whew. Sand it down, saw it off, get a weight on it. So, gonna get kind of earthquakey. Y'all get dizzy. Recommend look away. Looks better than my gritty pores. All right. Let's get this other shit dried off here. So I forgot to pinhole my thorns on my channel round. So, but it looks like they came out pretty decent. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right, I'm gonna go clean this off. Then we'll cut everything off, the screws and shit. All right. There's little baby channel logo. And channel round. Little channel bundle. Curious on what this black shit is on here. A fire, dude. Fire, dude. Hell yeah, fire, dude. While we wait, we hydrate. You know what I mean? Give me some crawdads. Crawfish. All right, let's cut these fuckers free. Free cutting. Free. Ah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I was trying to work on some molds last night, trying to fix them up. That Jesus mold is going to be pretty difficult to pour, Scorpion. He's sending me the silver for it. I'm trying to get her ready. It's going to be a lot of fucking work. Say that much. A lot of UV resin work on that bitch.
Sure.
A lot of undercut, a lot of, let's just say it's not made for sand casting. It is just a printed statue of Jesus. And it's going to be, difficult. All I can say. But hey, I am sort of, kind of up for a challenge. Sort of, kind of, maybe, possibly, probably not, but I will anyway. Type of up for it. You know what I mean? Catching my drift, putting what I'm smelling what I'm selling. All right. Catching what I put down. Mm-hmm. Nah, me. No regrets. You know? No regrets. Not even one letter. Alright, where did I put my saw blade? What the hell? I just had it. I took it with me over here. Son of a bitch. It's just like carrying my phone everywhere and then dropping it without remembering that I dropped it and be like, where the fuck's my phone? Push. Woohoo. Whee. All right. There we go. There's, cut that bitch off right there. Sand her down. Make her look all purty and shit.
Kind of neat.
We got the channel pieces. Kind of cut off some of the edge on the channel logo, but that shit happens a lot, unfortunately. But might keep it, might not. I don't know. Sometimes I can't cut it. Made it funny. But yeah, I don't know if y'all can see the discoloration there. Kind of looks cloudy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can see it.
So I don't know if that's, I'm pretty sure that's the flux that's making the cloudiness on that. So let's get a rough weight on this bitch. See what we're working with. Cloudy with a chance of pouring. All right, I would say for everyone to put their guesses in, but shows there's only one person in here, so. 1.82 ounces.
I guess 1.82 ounces.
Oh shit, Gary, you got it. 56.6 grams. Exactly 2 ounces. Just plain ounces. No troy ounces. So yeah. 1.82 troy ounces. That's the rough weight. Let's check the channel logo. Rough weight. Oh. Yeah, about a quarter ounce. 0.75 ounces. Oh, 3/4 ounce. .97 ounces for the channel round. See this channel round started toning right away. It's got like orange hue to it. Ugh. All right, I think I'll just end it. I'm gonna be busy trying to clean shit up and get all the silver situated. So, well, whoever's left in the live stream, thanks for sticking around. I'm gonna try to melt shit and clean up all this shit. And here comes my wife being like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet? How about now?"
Oh, I know.
Hi. But yeah, Scorpion's the only one left. He's the last one. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here and clean shit up and see best I can do. So talk to you all later.
See ya.
Dragon sickness. I've seen it before. That look. The terrible need. It is a fierce and jealous love, Bilbo. It sent his grandfather mad.